60s, it want to improve the Pan American Highway across the Monteverde, Santa Elena, Santa Elena and Monteverde, instead of Braulio Carrillo National Park from San Jose to the Caribbean. But the people were concerned about the deforestation that then, and then decided to open conservation areas to close the road, like to close the project, right? So in 1971, they opened the Monteverde Reserve with that purpose, right?
Okay.
They didn't want to like log anymore like they used to here, but this is supposed to be the main road connecting Pacific with the Caribbean side. And in 1971, they opened the Monteverde Reserve, which is 9,000 acres in total. 9,000 acres.
And this is the oldest one, isn't
And
it?
it is
This is the first one.
And it's the first one, and it's private. The government will pay a symbolic amount of money per acre that you protect.
Okay.
It's like $10, $20. Not well. That was like 10 years ago, 15, maybe a little bit more now. So if you have 1,000 of acres or a few thousand, then you're gonna get some money a year, right? But that's all what the government will pay you, so you protect the forest.
And is this owned by a family?
And this is owned by now like a science center. It's called Tropical Science Center. And there are many people involved in it. Americans, South Americans, Caribbean people, and many others, Europeans. So now the main office is in the United States.
Okay.
It's in Washington.
Okay.
The main
So is it
office
an NGO?
of the Tropical Science Center. There are some reserves in the Caribbean islands. In South America and Costa Rica is here, and in San Isidro El General in the south. It's like a web of reserves or natural reserves. But the main office is in the United States. So these guys give maintaining to the trail, hire people that patrols the reserve 24 hours a day and do all the maintaining, not the government, because it's not a national park. The government runs 29 national parks, but not private reserves or biological reserves than this. So what you pay, the ticket, it goes straight to protect 9,000 acres of the cloud forest. And research. Like if you see all of these trees and all these plants, and the bird we're listening, that sounds like a rusty hinge or opening gate, all these are identified. And all the groups have books, scientific names, descriptions, identification keys, and everything. So the researchers are making a huge list of thousands of different plants, insects, and different things since 1970 in Monteverde. All what you can see here already has been identified. Every single fern, plant, tree, and everything. So this is the track of the peccary. Okay, the color peccary. You have them in the United States, in the south, in Texas, Arizona. The range goes from Texas, Arizona to Colombia. Okay, it's found in that range, not in the very south of America. And the hole over there, that was made by a tarantula. Okay? You see, it got eaten by a coati or something, a raccoon. He went by and saw the tarantula and it ate it. But you can see the hole. That was, I mean, if the hole is that big,
then the
the
tarantula
tarantula is bigger, right? Because it squeezes legs and goes in, right? I'm just gonna show you. It's not there anymore, but I'm just gonna show you how big it is.
I was subconscious.
That's something you heard. That's a hummingbird. He's perched right there. You flew?
Oh, yeah.
Right. And it came over our heads because your red shirt. right? Pito was a flower, right?
That's
The hummingbird have an excellent eyesight.
the flower.
So maybe along the way, one of them will chase us, but it will go to you.
Catch it.
Exactly, because they're not. They're just able to see the color, right? They're not attracted by the colors of the trees, right? See? So look at the hole. See? How deep it is, right? See? 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 It's a big burrow, right? A big one. We also have birds that dig holes like that, as they nest under the ground, and we call them moths. Moth. They're big, blue and green, have a mask like the Zorro, and a long bill like a kingfisher. They build burrows like that and nest under the ground in March. 2 meters deep, so it digs in the clay. And by the way, see the layer of soil? The layer of soil where those big trees are standing is only this big, okay? There's a lot of clay underneath. No roots in the clay because there are not nutrients in the clay. So the tree roots are anchored into the ground in that, only that layer of soil, and then move
All the way.
along the way, overlapping the rest of the trees around, so they're holding each other. See, look, well, for example, what happened here. A tree fell, okay? But just I think it was struck by a lightning or something. Yeah. But when it fall over, like the whole thing, it will bring the other trees down with it, because they're holding each other. That will open up the canopy and create this gap, and the tree-lets, shrubs, and other plants will reach light and wake up on the same spot, like stinging nettle. You'll find stinging nettle or plants that are bad to touch in the gap, not in the shady spot, because they don't get enough nutrients. So just in this spot. So these big trees, the roots go just like this much under the ground. Okay, don't go deep in the ground. There's a lot of clay. And when you go down the hill to the Pacific, where it rains a little bit less on the Pacific Northwest, tree roots go deep in the ground because the rainfall is less than here. 1.5 meters is not much for us. A lot of rain is over 3 meters. Okay? Over 3, 4, 5, 6 meters on the Pacific South Costa Rica. So that's the reason why the tree roots don't go deep in the ground. One, the soil, and secondly, the precipitation, right?